Our fifth and final honor this year will be given by our nominator, who will be introduced by Jan Rizzuti, also a board member.
My pleasure, exactly my pleasure to be here. I'm a mathematician, so a person of few words. I have an amazing young man to introduce to you. He is named William. He's from Garden Grove, California. Is that the right name? He is an inspiration to me just to have met him tonight. He's still at Cal State Fullerton. He's a business administration major. He's done some tutoring of young children. But listen to this, especially if you live in Orange County. He's studying to be a real estate broker, a realtor. He has taken the coursework. He's studying now for the real estate exam and then the California license. So in the future, if you want to buy property in Orange County, William Beltran.
Hello, everyone. Well, I'll be talking about Ms. Zoratti today, and just I have a few things, or a lot of things to say about her. So, one of the things I wanted to say about Ms. Zoratti was that when I had her during my sophomore year of high school, I was a quiet kid, but something different was about her in class. She was always passionate about what she did in terms of her style of teaching English. She was passionate about what she wanted to teach us, the students. And that's what I felt different about being in her class. I also found out that she wanted us, the students, to always think critically, think analytically, always think outside the box. And I felt that was really great because I apply those things nowadays to my own career and what I want to do with my own life. I also noticed that she was always there in terms of when she wanted to help out students. She was always there during break or during after school or in the library. She was always there to really help out each student no matter what they needed help with, in terms of it could be essays, rough drafts, personal statements, anything. And I always felt that was amazing for me to see her every day. One final thing would be that I hope she continues to, inspire other students to reach their goals and to also really help out each student every single day whenever she's working. And yeah, Ms. Zoratti.
Okay, so last one. That's good news and bad news. The bad news for you guys is my last name starts with a Z, so I'm used to being last. So I could make this easy or I could make this hard. Okay, first off, I want to thank, I'd like to thank William. Thank you. Such a surprise. I was going through the Rolodex of my mind of all these amazing kids because I tell you what, I'm sorry, I'm sure you guys all work at great schools, but mine's the best. I have the most amazing students, staff, support, and I have two of them here tonight. I have Noe as well. Say hi, Noe. There you go. Thank you for being here. I'd like to, as I work around the table, Matrice, thank you for being here as well, from OCD. Dr. John Davis was my dean at Cal State Dominguez Hills and a huge part of who I became. Thank you for being here. And Mrs. Davis as well. My surrogate parents, who are here, my parents have both passed, and so my surrogate parents and somewhat unwilling mentors, well, at least Scott was unwilling, but Scott and Pam Nichols, and my husband, my rock. He's been here since, well, forever. Maybe not forever, but sorry, Annie. When I first got into teaching, I was in a really vulnerable spot in my life. I had just lost my mother. And man, that guy was, oh, see, you got laughter earlier. You had the prepared speech that was not supposed to be prepared. We'll talk about that later, Gary. So now you get the tears, okay? So you get it all tonight. I want to thank the Carlston family so much, the board, just for doing this, we don't get into teaching for accolades. I mean, if we did, we'd be, feeling pretty impoverished. It's true. When my principal first came to me and said, hey, you're up for an award, I emailed you some info, call the guy, and I'm like, oh, that's so nice. Writing letters, recommendation letters, helping kids with personal statements. I'm like, that's so nice. Yeah. Thinking it's an award, a little certificate. He came in about a week later and he looked at me, he's like, Sheri, you need to call Tim Allen now. I'm getting texted 1,000 times. Sorry, emailed. I had to fit that in somewhere, Tim. It's true. You know it, right? So we don't get into it for the awards, but just seeing from the get-go, when Tim first contacted me, the conversations we had, the emails, but the conversations, and then we met for lunch, and we went through all of these things, and I just felt so appreciated and so honored to even be considered for this. And now to be part of this family, and by family I mean all y'all, I want to thank everyone here, the previous honorees, the board, the family, Tim, our families who are here for us through all of this. Everyone in this room, you guys are great. And you've really made us feel, from the second we walked in here, just so welcomed and loved and just part of it. And I think that's really important, to feel a part of something that's going to do great things for other teachers as we continue to evolve and try to pay it forward, try to pass it on, as we say. So I want to thank everyone in here for this. I want to thank y'all, okay? Sorry, I'm not from Texas, but Colorado, we use y'all too. So anyway, I guess I'll let you guys get on with your evening and just say thank you one more time. I really appreciate everything. Thank you.
We seem to have one each way here. When we were trying to figure out what would be an appropriate accolade to give to teachers, several people brought up the fact that teachers are notoriously not motivated by money, or they wouldn't be teachers, and that one person on the board suggested a large dish that they could put on the wall, which I thought was the silliest idea I'd ever heard of. So we combined the two silly ideas, and that's how this award came about. I hope you enjoy having a green dish, and unless they changed color this year, I think they were green, right? And there are actually two checks. There's the one for $15,000 we just handed out that you can give half of to the IRS, and the other one is $5,000 as you designate that will go to your schools. And I think the idea there was that we realized that none of us are complete islands, and often the environment that you work and teach in either makes your life easier or worse. And in this case, you can look at your own institution, decide what it most needs that you can now afford to help them get to, and that's the purpose behind it. So that's the end of our activities tonight. Thank you all for coming. I'm always in awe at this group of people. I really look forward every year to meeting you, to adding to the number, and we hope that we'll see all of you many times in the future. So thank you once again, and perhaps for one last time, if the honorees, current and former, would stand so the rest of us can applaud you. Thank you all. Good night.